in terms of observation. You observe that the trash is there, bins are there of two different kinds. One is a recyclable, and that the bins are overflowing. Right? I will go a little further. People, they put, if you look at it, the same type of waste is almost on both the bins, isn't it? It tells me something about human beings. We just dump the waste, no matter recyclable, non-recyclable, in any bin that we find. We do not separate the waste. Is it right? It is coming from where? The same picture which you also saw. Now, that is a major problem. Even if I ask somebody to come and collect it, because we are dealing with a bigger issue, what will happen is they have to take somebody has to go through that garbage, sort it out manually. So that's also creating another issue here. How do I change that? How do I make all the people who are using these cups now and the plates now to dispose it off in the right way? You see, you will find any bin and just drop it in the pit. That's most people do. As a result, waste management is becoming a huge. There's a lot of opportunity for startups to get into this space and manage waste. By the way, waste is a gold mine. What is waste is actually not waste. Yes, you have to think about. Move to the next. This is also related to, next slide, please. We've gone to the slides. Close that. Please close that. Right click and go to next. Please close. Yes. Go to the next. This is another issue. What do you see in this picture? This is anyone can respond to school, right? When you're riding a bike, how many of you wear helmets? Three hundred. Four. In this picture, you see something interesting? What is interesting? What is interesting? He's not wearing, he's holding the you also do. And so the thing is, we are, and I don't need to, I think. So here he is holding a helmet, supposed to be sitting on the head, but he's not wearing. Now you see this. What do you observe?
Multitasking.
The person is multitasking, driving, and talking. What else? Pardon me? Irresponsible. Irresponsible, we can call that person irresponsible. Yes. What else? So all of these people are also irresponsible. They don't wear helmets, right? What else?
Same marriage.
What else? Empathy. If you apply empathy here, what do you see?
Policemen are not in.
Where is the policeman?
The
The policeman was with the helmet would be on the head. Right? That is why that helmet is being carried in the elbow. Why? If you see the policeman, you quickly put it on. Don't we do that? If you go on a taxi, the driver will not put the seat belt on. At some point, he will put the seat belt. You know there is a monitoring system on it. Empathy, what do you see? Loudly, I want to hear it.
Speak up on the helmet.
Oh, you think that because there was a phone call, he has removed the helmet. That seems a little difficult. He will remove the helmet, put it on the other hand. Very difficult. Even if he is a great, very highly trained narrator. What is the empathy here? Yes. What can you learn about? Why do you guys not wear helmet? Let me now twist it. Why don't you wear it? Why don't you wear helmet? You have a bike. So you have a bike, raise your hand. You have a bike, please. You have a bike. Okay. You have a bike. All of them are now not raising them. They don't want to answer the question. Why don't you wear it?
Sweating.
It is sweaty. It is so hot. And then it becomes like a hot chamber here, isn't it? All of them are now not raising. When you see this, you need to understand why is this person willing to carry a helmet but not wear it? They don't want to answer the question. Because it is not comfortable. Why don't you wear it? Or you cannot walk it on it. Like on the mobile when he's driving. IIT Bombay took this up and they came up with special helmets, right? Which are addressing a lot of. So you see a problem, you don't do anything about it. Or you see a problem and start working. You understand this? Good. Can we move forward? Now, what we'll do is we'll try and define the problem. So, first thing is define the problem very clearly. When you see a person with a helmet and mobile and going on a bike, understand this is not right. But why is this person still doing? Go to the core of the issue. We know that. If you are asked to wear a helmet, you will also. Unless and until it's a dangerous terrain. And it is winter time comfortable to wear it. So seasonally, helmet wearing changes in India. There is a seasonality to wearing helmets. That should also tell you. Isn't it? So now, we'll try to define the problem. When you define the problem clearly, you will know where to look for a solution. If you saw that this person is not wearing helmet, it's a violation of a rule. Then what you will do is, you'll say, okay, more fine for not wearing helmet, which the government does. It increases the money collection, but does not solve it. Why is that problem still continuing? Because that's not the way you solve that problem. If you had a good way of solving the problem will cease to exist. You understand it? So if a problem still continues after you have solved it, that means you did not solve the problem. You solved one of the symptoms or you took an easy way out. You get that? Want to share with you an example here. Now, the picture is that of Robert Lang. He is a physicist and also an expert mathematician, also very good at origami. Origami, you understand. Everybody understands what is origami? Not tissue paper. Making art. Making art. Very right. Very right. So if you have made a paper boat, anybody who did not make a paper boat? Everybody else here, right? But you take a paper, fold it up into the shape of a boat. You do it as kids. That is origami. That's a very simple origami.
Please stand there so that people can hear you clearly.
Mic is not working.
Yeah, it is nothing, but they're requesting to voice.
I don't think they're visible, but again, that's okay.
Voice is not clear. They're
I'll do that. Now, this is one thing you have to again understand. We want to see the person who's speaking. Okay? It's the order we generally want. Okay. Now, Robert Lang, he is physicist, he is an origami artist, and what you see, the bird at the back is made out of paper. He has. Okay. NASA, which is the space, body in US, they were facing a problem. They sent out lots of satellites into space, and these satellites, they have got cameras. Okay. So from these cameras, they now want to look into deep space further. and study the exoplanets. Okay? But there are stars also in the space. So when you are focusing on the exoplanet, some stars' light will come onto the lens of the camera. So what happens? If there is a light coming onto the camera lens, you cannot take the picture of the exo. So what do? You need a shade. If you are taking a picture here and there is sunlight coming, somebody will put an umbrella like a shade, right? So that light is blocked. Now how do you take a shade up into space? So what is the problem here? Tell me, what is the problem? Go to the heart of the issue. You understood the problem now? They want to take pictures of exoplanets. But starlight falls on the lens of the camera and they cannot take it. So now they need shades to block the starlight. What is the problem here? Can't we solve it? Can't NASA solve? And why am I showing you a picture of an origami artist? Can you see the connection? Very good. The problem here is not of a shade. We have shades. We can make very big shades. But the problem of is transporting the shade to space. There is a heavy cost to transporting anything to space. And the rocket has a certain shape. If you put a big shade into it, can it go? It cannot go. So the problem is not that of a shade. The shade is easily available on planet Earth. But taking it to space is a problem. Taking it, transporting it with a rocket is a problem. That's where they approached him. Okay. You fold a piece of paper and you open it, you still have your paper, is it? It's not cut, it is not, in any way harmed. So the same paper exists. That is what they want. Something we folded here should open up without any damage. You fold a piece of paper and you open it, you still have your paper, is it? I want you to see this video. It's not cut, it is not, in any way harmed. So the same paper exists. That is what they want. Something we folded here should open up without any damage. You fold a piece of paper and you open it, you still have your paper. I want you to see this video. It's not cut, it is not, in any way harmed. So the same paper exists. That is what they want. Something we folded here should open up without any damage. You fold a piece of paper and you open it, you still have your paper. I want you to see this video. It's laying here. It's not cut, it is not, in any way harmed. So the same paper exists. That is what they want. Something we folded here should open up without any damage. You fold a piece of paper and you open it, you still have your paper. It's laying here. It's laying here, but not laying here. It's not the same thing. Like you just folded it. It's not projection. Thank you.